Hi, it's Dana Corey again. I'm talking to you from this beautiful day in the middle of February in Oregon. It's kind of odd, but today I really want to talk to you about the 3 stages of business ownership. The first stage is when entrepreneurs really successfully create a job for themselves, a job that pays. That's really the very first thing that has to happen when you start your business. And for many entrepreneurs, that is so awesome. It's a relief, and that's what they want. That's all they want, is to be able to work when they want, doing what they love, getting paid for it. But for many of us business owners, that's just not enough. We started our businesses for a much wider view of the idea of freedom. Freedom to live life on our terms. And just having calendar freedom just simply isn't enough. So the second stage of business ownership is going from an entrepreneur who has created a job for themselves to being a CEO. It's a whole different mindset. It's about being responsible for the whole thing, the enchilada, but not being tied into working in the business, but being clear that you own the entire business. And maybe you need a team to do that extra outside work, the sales and the marketing, and while you work in the business. Or maybe it's the other way around. You're going to work on the business and you're going to hire contractors or a team or employees to do the practicing, to work in the business. And there are a couple of different models that you can create as a CEO. But the main thing about being a CEO is that your business makes money even when you're not working or practicing what it is that you provide, either the service or the product, so that you can take a vacation or spend more time with your family or learn something that you've always wanted to learn that you just keep putting up there on the shelf, or teach. I have clients who this is the part where they just love to teach other people. And for most or many entrepreneurs, this is the dream. This is what they started their business for. But I have to be honest, there's a third stage. And that third stage is for those of us who are visionary leaders. And we are really looking to change the world in some way or another. And it's going to take more than just being the CEO of a business. This is going to mean being out there, maybe owning tons of different businesses and being involved in all sorts of things, but leading the way with one particular vision in mind. And that affords a whole different, it's like a different world of living life on your terms, right? It's a huge, big project, more than a project, lifestyle. And the thing to remember is that at all 3 different stages, who you have to be is bigger than the stage beforehand. You know, I always say that becoming a business owner is a personal development plan that nobody tells you that that's what it's about, right? But that is what it's about. It's about a personal growth journey. And most of us have heard the statistic that only 90% of all the businesses that are started, and that's about 1 million a year in the US, 90% of the businesses that start fail within the first 2 years. That leaves 10%. And of that 10%, only 2% make over 6 figures or more in revenue. That's like this big. So the question that I have for you is, how big do you really want to be? Tell me in the comments. I want to know what your vision is, what your idea of freedom is, and what you're in this for. See you next week.